Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. Depending where you are in the world, we are here live in London. It is after 11 p.m. Yes, it's late. I'm doing my nighttime devotion. It's from the devotional To Be Like Jesus. The title today, Temperance in All Things is Essential. Philippians 1 verse 20, according to my earnest expectation and hope that in nothing I shall be ashamed, but that with all boldness, as always, so now also Christ will be magnified in my body, whether by life or by death. There are many now under the shadow of death who have prepared to do a work for the Master, but who have not felt that a sacred obligation rested upon them to observe the laws of health. The laws of the physical system are indeed the laws of God, but this fact seems to have been forgotten. Some have limited themselves to a diet that cannot sustain them to health. They have not provided nourishing food to take the place of injurious articles. And they have not considered that tact and ingenuity must be exercised in preparing food in the most healthful manner. The system must be properly nourished in order to perform its work. There are many in the world who indulge pernicious habits. Appetite is the law that governs them. And because of their wrong habits, the moral sense is clouded. The power to discern sacred things is to a great extent destroyed. But it is necessary for Christians to be strictly temperate. They should place their standard high. Temperance in eating, drinking, and dressing is essential. Principle should rule instead of appetite or fancy. And it means much to be true to God. He has claims upon all who are engaged in his service. He desires that mind and body be preserved in the best condition of health, every power and endowment under the divine control, and as vigorous as careful, strictly temperate habits can make them. We're under obligation to God to make an unreserved consecration of ourselves to him, body and soul, with all the faculties appreciated as his entrusted gifts to be employed in his service. All our energies, all our capabilities are to be constantly strengthened and improved during the probationary period. If we can arouse the moral sensibilities of our people on the subject of temperance, a great victory will be gained. Temperance in all things of this life is to be taught and practiced. Temperance in eating, drinking, sleeping, dressing is one of the grand principles of the religious life. Truth brought into the sanctuary of the soul will guide in the treatment of the body. Nothing that concerns the health of the human agent is to be regarded with indifference. Our eternal welfare depends upon the use we make during this life of our time, strength, and influence. Once again, everything is summed up in the last paragraph. So temperance in all things is essential. If we can arouse the moral sensibilities in people, in ourselves, a great victory will be gained. Nothing that concerns the health of us and a mind, body, and spirit is to be regarded with indifference. Our eternal welfare depends on us, how we live our lives, what we do with our lives, how we think, how we eat, how we drink. Everything, every decision we make determines our eternal welfare in every aspect, every decision we make. That every decision, without exception, determines our eternal welfare. Have a blessed night.